Hey YouTube, it's Ninja Sarah. Sorry about these bags. I went out last night drinking and I'm a smidge hungover. I'm having this goji berry red date tea that has sugar in it, coconut sugar, basil herbal tea. Oh, a little bit of red dates and some goji berries. This is the tea from Trader Joe's. It's very good. No caffeine. I love it. So I'm gonna drink this. Oh, it's so delicious. Oh my god. If you haven't had red dates, get red dates at your local Asian store. And my lemon turmeric water that doesn't taste very good. So I made my own toothpaste from baking soda and coconut oil and some peppermint essential oils. And I love it, but I think it might be affecting the taste, maybe, of this. I'm not sure. Oh, there's too much lemon. That's what it is. If you put too much lemon in there, the lemon rind takes over. I think I might make kimchi jjigae for breakfast. Today is my day off from the gym because it's Sunday. I'm taking a yoga day. So, oh god, a fruit fly. I'm sorry I'm filming this when I'm so hungover. I am so hungover. Whatever, just deal with it. I have soup, but I don't want that soup. I want other soup. So I'm gonna make soup. I'm gonna go to the park today and read David Copperfield. Probably with like a snack. Oh, I have to go to Best Buy today. I don't feel like it. I just realized that. Oh, all right. Let's cook this. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, I'm doing this new thing where I do a voiceover on myself cooking. I just added some kombu to some water in a saucepan, and now I am chopping onion up into just like a nice, regular, I don't know, it's not minced, it's what, cubed? Diced is the word I'm looking for. So I'm just chopping that up now, getting that ready to go. I'm making kimchi jjigae, which is a Korean stew. It's typically made with pork belly, but I'm making it not with that for obvious reasons. I'm adding this to a large pan with a little bit of water just to, start cooking it. Probably medium high, closer to high. I almost always cook on high, actually, which is the way I roll. And now I'm adding some water to the pot and some garlic powder. Trying to get the seasoning starting to going while the kombu is stewing with the water in the saucepan. I'm making a kombu broth. So a kombu is or kumbu, I don't know how to say it. It's a kelp that basically takes a flavor that's similar to fish, and it just has a really nice fishy type of flavor. I'm not sure, but it does. I also put some sesame oil and some vegan butter. That's just some earth balance. I technically like the Mykonos or the one, I don't know the name of it, but that's my favorite. I'm adding more garlic powder too, obviously. Now I am mincing the garlic. I'm using like 6 cloves of garlic. There's no reason for anyone to use this much garlic. It's just I was taught how to cook in an Italian household, so I'm just used to cooking with a lot of garlic. And I'm smashing it with my handle of my knife. Because I saw someone do it on a YouTube channel. It looked really cool. I don't think I really did it that good. I needed like a heavier knife. So I basically gave up and just went back to cutting it regular. But garlic is really good for you. Even though the monks in South Korea don't eat garlic, onions or scallions or leeks. Something about they make you anxious. I don't know. I just know that they're good for you and they taste delicious. So I'm basically going to add the garlic, and I'm just letting everything kind of cook and get the juices flowing while the kelp water still is rolling. The onions are cooking along. I'm tying my shirt up, and just, it gets in the way, and I'm always scared it's going to get in the fire. So sometimes I like wearing, a sports bra, like a tighter shirt to cook. It just makes me feel more secure. So basically, I'm adding the garlic. It's nicely minced. It's a shit ton of garlic. Look at the huge handful of garlic. You can also grate it in if you don't feel like chopping as well. And I am fastly chopping this chili pepper. I love chili peppers. I've literally been addicted to them lately. These are shiitake mushrooms. They're actually one of the only plant-based vitamin D sources you can get. And fun fact, if you sun them upside down in the sun, they will absorb more vitamin D. So I'm just chopping them into slices and adding them to the stew, as well as adding some bean sprouts. These are mung bean sprouts. I am actually currently sprouting some at home, but those are store-bought. I'm also washing some spinach up for later. That won't go until later. It's long leaf spinach. It's much better for soups than like a regular baby spinach. It just holds up better. It kind of has like a noodle effect kind of going on. And now I'm chopping some tofu. This is house-made tofu from the Asian market I visit. And it's very delicious, but there's two different kinds, and I'm not really sure what the two different kinds are. I just buy them. And this is kimchi. This is actually, I don't know if there's like fish sauce in it, but I hope there's not. I'm starting here on out. I'm making my own kimchi because I started making it. It tastes better, and then I don't have to wonder what's in it. And there's no ingredients on that one, so I'm just using it up. But I'm gonna start making my own from scratch from now on. So basically, you add some kimchi into there, and you fry the kimchi with the butter and the sesame oil and all that good stuff. Now there's some chuchukuru, which is South Korean chili peppers. It's like a red chili pepper. Do not use anything besides Asian chili peppers. Like, don't use like a Italian red crushed pepper. It has to be like an Asian pepper. And the finer, more powdery, the better. I'm ripping off a handful of some parsley or cilantro. I think it's cilantro, actually. It's my little bag, my reusable bag. I think I'm just cutting it up here, just getting it ready to go. But I always like putting fresh herbs in my soup. Meanwhile, I'm putting tofu together. See that right there? It's jalapeno, some new garlic powder, salt, pepper. There's going to be some vinegar in there later. I'm making a nacho cheese while my soup is cooking. I often do this where I food prep or meal prep while I'm cooking something else, because if you cook two or three things at the same time, it actually ends up being shorter. And we're adding some gochujang now. Gochujang is like the ketchup of Korea. It is what everyone uses all the time. And I'm using this dark soy sauce, which I'm pretty sure is not the healthiest soy sauce because it's delicious and really deep and free at my Asian Mart. But I love it, so I use it. This is coconut sugar, probably about a tablespoon. See? About whatever a shot is, throwing that in there. I'm going to buy some rock sugar next time, though, because I hear rock sugar is the healthiest form of sugar, and it has minerals and vitamins in it, apparently, and it is healthy to use. So I will be buying that tomorrow morning. I can't wait. White wine, or white vinegar, just plain white vinegar going in there, and it's also going to go into the nacho cheese sauce, which is great. And I'm going to stir this. Stirry. Stirring is very important when making a stew. And smelling. I smell everything like a million times. Oh, the kelp water is going in now. So it looks like this. Amazing, delicious. My mouth is actually watering right now. It looks so good. I wish I didn't eat all of this. There's some rice in the background. And that's some water I'm boiling for some noodles I'm going to put in there. Wow, that looks really good. I need to make that again. I'm going to the Asian Mart tomorrow, actually. I'm tasting it and I'm surprised at how spicy it is, because it is spicier than I thought. I thought I was going to add more chili peppers, but no. It is spicy deluxe. That's why I'm adding some more water. It is definitely not for the faint of palate. Meanwhile, while that's cooking, I am making a stock. This stock turned out to be one of the best stocks I ever made. There's so many different vegetables in it. Leftover kelp. I basically take all of my vegetables, freeze them from like the ends or the peelings. I'm adding garlic and fermented soybean paste, which fermented soybean paste is different than miso. It's the way they prepare it and what they prepare it with, and it does have a different taste than miso. It is deeper and more umami flavored, more mushroomy. It's really, really good. So like I was saying before, I save all of my vegetables, freeze them, like my scraps and my ends, and make them into a stock so I don't waste anything. Or if something's about to go bad, I wash it up, chop it up, put it in the freezer, and it's stock the next day. And it makes delicious stock. I'm putting in some ground ginger, and I'm putting in some Mushroom & Company umami Trader Joe's seasoning. I'm also putting that into the stew because it has this nice deep mushroom flavor. Those 2 bouillon cubes or vegetable bouillon are going to go into the stock. I actually kind of wish I didn't use them. I think I made it a little too salty, but here I come with more salt, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm putting it in the nacho cheese. Mind you, the nacho cheese is not for eating today. This is just making, and I totally ate it all, and like with like Triscuits. It was great. Oh, there's the white wine vinegar in there. Why do I keep calling it white wine vinegar? It's regular vinegar, Sarah. Jeez. Grapeseed oil. I actually prefer to use olive oil. I'm just using grapeseed oil because I have it and it's like clean. There's the spinach. That's when you know the soup's almost done, when the greens and the herbs go in. Same thing with lime juice. I used to put it in way too soon, and then it kind of goes away. You want to like save it for the end. Oh, sweet potato glass noodles. These are amazing. If you're on a diet, these are like the best noodles ever because they have like no calories. The whole pack is like one bundle is probably like 160 calories, and they taste delicious, and they're made from sweet potatoes, and they're basically the best noodle ever made, except mung bean noodles. But I bought all the mung bean noodles at my Asian store, and they haven't bought more, and I bought them all, so there's none left. So this is multi-grain Korean rice. It's purple because you put some black rice in it and turns it purple. Oh, those are the glass noodles I'm putting in. And there's a lot of recipes actually online for the purple rice if you're interested. All right, I'm just going to plate this up. What am I doing? Why am I adding? I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm basically going to put the herbs in the soup now. So I'm growing my own scallions, which I just cut the tops off. You can regenerate scallions by just placing the head part in some water in a jar, and they'll regenerate forever. Like I've basically cut those scallions like 1,000 times. All right, so there's my kimchi jjigae with sweet potato glass noodles, and I am watching this awesome YouTube channel. It's called like Lizuki or something. It's like an Asian farmer girl. And it's not even English. I'm obsessed with her. I watch her all the time. It's so beautiful. It's like Liziqi or something. But she's a Chinese farmer. She's awesome. Like, look at the background. Look how pretty it is. So, I'm like trying to set up. But basically, I'm taking my first bites here. And they're absolutely delicious. So, I'm going to be moving in September, and I don't know where I'm going to move, but I feel like I really love my kitchen and this setup I have. I mean, maybe I'll get a better setup, something with more light, because that's my only complaint is that I don't have any natural light, so my lighting is always a little bit like warm. But yeah, I'm going to be leaving, and I hope whatever kitchen I go to is enjoyable for you all to view. Let me know if you prefer voiceover or if you like when I talk in real time. Do you like hearing like eating sounds, or do you prefer just having a conversation this way? I don't know. I'm trying different things. I'm expanding. That's a red date tea I made the day before. It was like, what was in it? Goji berries, basil tea, red dates, some sugar. It was very good. But this kimchi jjigae ended up being amazing. It wasn't the best I've ever made because I didn't have any gnocchi mushrooms because they're my favorite to put in. And I also didn't have any zucchini, which is another favorite of mine to put in. But I didn't go food shopping all week, and I kind of been making things from what I have. And you know what? I've found a lot of interesting flavors. Like I made a really cool soup today, which I'm not going to be able to film because I'm going to eat it all by the time I film again. But yeah, this kimchi jjigae was pretty incredible, actually. It was very delicious. Okay, I'm going to catch you guys back here for lunch because this is my breakfast, as crazy as that is, because it's not breakfast food for most people, but Asian people like eating this kind of food for breakfast, and it's delicious, and it's what I fancy, okay? All right, so I'm having some Triscuit crackers. I'm obsessed with these, and I'm trying to read David Copperfield. I can't get really into it, though. I'm making a elixir from the collagen of a white fungus, snow fungus, and I made these bean sprouts from lentils, which were great. There's a check-in again with my broth, and little did I know how good this broth ended up being my favorite broth I might have ever made ever. It was just so good. These are homemade tortilla chips. I mean, I didn't make them from scratch, but I took corn tortillas and toasted them in the oven. So there's no oil, no salt, and I'm eating it with that delicious jar of salsa. I'm also coming back to eat more of these Triscuits, and now my homemade hummus with homemade tahini, because I'm a baller like that. Really good hummus, just like a really yummy hummus, and just I'm enjoying these bites. I actually am going to go downstairs and eat exactly that. As soon as I'm done this, I want a snack. But I like to stand at the counter and eat. It's a weird, like, single behavior. I don't know if you watch Sex in the City, but Carrie Bradshaw talks about, like, single behavior and, like, weird things you do. And one of the weird things I do is I eat snacks standing, staring at the wall. No idea why, but it feels good. And what am I doing right now? I don't know where I'm going, but anyway, my whole point is I just like sometimes standing there, snacking away, having nothing else, like, no phone, and, like, not watching TV, just kind of snacking and thinking, and it's just one of those things that I dig. And I also am obsessed with Triscuit crackers right now, and salsa and chips, and soup. I'm always obsessed with soup, though. It's kind of my thing. Great, I'm having some Lotus tea. Lotus tea has kind of a rooty kind of taste, but it's very good for you, and I'm used to it now. I have no idea why these chopsticks I stuck in there. They're clean, but I put them in there for some reason. This is my lunch, a delicious, delectable display of soba noodles cold with kimchi and soft tofu. I'm watching, I don't know what I'm watching, but something Asian. And then that dipping sauce you see there is garlic, chili peppers, vinegar, soy sauce, water, lime juice, sesame seeds, scallions, herbs, and some vinegar. I might have already said that. But really good dipping sauce. It's the way you're supposed to eat soba noodles. I'm showing you tea for some reason. But anyway, so this is how you eat soba noodles. Oh, and you're supposed to put the, like, nori sheets on top. I'm not sure if I did that in this one, but ripping up nori on top, like, completes this dish. So you get the cold soba noodles. And, I mean, they're all stuck together. You can put oil on them, but, like, I don't, like, why would I waste the oil on it? I'm just going to dump that whole thing in there. Oh, a little sesame oil is in there, too. And you just zhuzh it around, let the sauce get all in the crevices, and then you slurp them up. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Oh, my God. I'm, like, really hungry right now, and that looks so good. The sauce makes it, but the soba noodles make it, too. Like, this was my snack. It's frozen berries with some pistachios, and it was absolutely divine and refreshing. I also had some of the stock that I just made, which was amazing stock, which I keep talking about. These are chives I am getting together and soaking some of those glass noodles from earlier. I'm doing this all for my kimchi pancake. I mean, my chive pancake. There it is. Some rice. This is a Mommy Tang recipe, and it's one of my favorites. I just love it. Oh, there's my turmeric waters for the next morning, and this is the dipping sauce. There's Mommy Tang making the chive pancake. So I did some of that broth and put some glass noodles in for my soup. And lately I've been having soup with every meal. I heard it makes you younger forever or something. I also put out some lettuce leaves, but I gotta admit, I didn't really eat the lettuce leaves with the pancake. I thought I would, like, wrap the chive pancake in it. I just wasn't that interested in it. I was more interested in the chive pancake. So there I got it. Some white rice as well. I go back and forth between brown and white and multigrain. Right now, I'm, like, kind of on a white, but I'm, like, branching out. I think I blessed myself. I try and thank God for my food. The chive pancake is, like, literally one of the best things. Something about the texture of the chives in with, like, I use not regular flour. I use brown rice flour. But it's just so good. Right now I'm just eating the glass noodles with the broth. Very simple soup, but very delicious. And just, I've been kind of liking simple soups for side soups. Like, they're not too complex. They're kind of light and airy. And I just like it. I also like to watch what I'm eating if I can while I'm eating it. It's super lame, but it makes my food taste better, and I just like doing it, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I can't stress enough how good this broth was. I literally wish I could, like, recreate that broth, but it's all about what kind of vegetables I have that day. I'm still drinking my Lotus tea. I'll drink tea, like, all day long. I usually make, like, 2 cups. Trying to do caffeine free lately, which has been working. I can tell because when I have a cup of coffee now, I feel skittish, and that never used to happen before. And I'm trying my chive pancake. Like, I know it's going to be bomb. I love how, like, I look at it like, oh, are you going to be delicious? Like, you're bomb, chive pancake. I know you're bomb. You know you're bomb. Mommy Tang knows you're bomb. So good. If you haven't made a Mommy Tang recipe yet, I highly suggest you do it immediately, if not sooner. She's incredible, and I love her recipes. Are really, really good. She's also funny and just has, like, I don't know. I talk about her all the time. I'm obsessed with Mommy Tang. So the dipping sauce has choo choo carew, I don't even know what's in the debate, so I totally forget. I'm starving right now, and watching this is like torture because it just makes me realize I could be downstairs eating right now, which I'm doing as soon as I'm done. Sometimes I do this with my chopstick, which is probably really irrelevant or irreverent or something, but like I like separate things. I don't know if that's like allowed. I'm not a good Asian, guys. I was raised by Polish people. I'm adopted. So I don't know anything about being Asian except for what I learned the last year about Asian food and Asian skincare is about all I really know. I'm like a fake Asian. All right, well, this is all I really ate for dinner. I mean, not all. It's like a 5-course meal, but I devoured it. I think I ate half the chai pancake and then I ate the other half for breakfast the next morning. It really saves well. You just have to re-pan fry it like real fast just to get that crispness back on. But oh God, I really like. Why like I should like watch this while I remake it again because I like want to watch myself eating it while I'm eating it. It's crazy. So many levels of needing to be satisfied by food. It's like you'd think I've never eaten before in my life, but I eat like 18 times a day. I loved my face in the last shot. These are Logans or Lognons. They're amazingly delicious and sweet. And this is homemade peanut butter that I'm super proud I made myself. And now I'm addicted to it as I'm addicted to all peanut butter. I ate it all basically. But this was my snack before I went to bed. Guys, I'm doing my sign off now, which is like a week, almost basically like a week after I did it. And ironically, my hairstyle is the same exact hairstyle as the video. And I still didn't put any makeup on today because I didn't go anywhere really. My friend came over to bring me pizza, which I only had like a half a slice because I ate really healthy today, but I was a little hungover, so I worked from home and I watched TV. I relaxed a little bit, and then I also did this YouTube editing. So I did yoga for an hour actually, which is great. But I really had a relaxing day. And I worked from my bed, which is kind of great. Tomorrow I have a lot to do for work. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm editing YouTube on a Friday night, which I gotta admit makes me happy. So I'm gonna go eat now because I'm starving, and I will record another video this weekend. And I can't wait to see you again soon. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, remember to like, subscribe, and share. Bye.